Hey everyone, today we're going to go over how to purchase handwritten letter credits and create handwritten letter campaigns using our new Agent Legend marketplace. So first, I'm going to head on over to the marketplace and look at the details on handwritten letters. This is where I can purchase letter credits in whatever quantity I need. So if you only need to send out one letter, you can purchase a single letter, and that's great. The more you purchase, the price per letter will go down. And note that letter credits never expire. So if you want to save a little money on the price per letter, you can buy in bulk today and use them as you need them. So I'm going to add in 100 here and click Buy Now. This is where I'll be taken to the checkout page. And once I enter in all my information, my credit card number, and click Start Now, these letters will automatically be added to my letter wallet, and those credits will be available for me to use until they're all done. I already have some letter credits in my wallet, so I'm going to back out of here and head on over to the handwritten letter creation area. So once I have those letter credits, I head on over to this area here where I can click to create a new handwritten letter campaign. So you'll see we have a lot of templates you can choose from to cover a wide variety of use cases. We have open house invites, happy holidays, someone that's interested in buying a house in a particular neighborhood, a lot of different templates to choose from. Or if you'd like to create your own, you click on this starter template, and this takes you to a blank campaign. I'm going to click there and we will create one together. So I am sent to the letter campaign creation area. So first thing I'm going to do is rename this to help me understand in the future what the purpose of this campaign was, or if I ever want to reuse it. So this one is going to be a Happy Holidays campaign. I'm going to skip the description because it's self-explanatory, but if you wanted to add in any context, maybe about a particular house, the open house was for, or anything like that, you can add that in the description. I'll update the campaign, and note that these letters will send out immediately. So letters take about 7 days to be received by the recipient. So keep that in mind as you're timing the delivery of your letters. It'll take about a week. Sometimes it's less than that. It just depends on the US Postal Service. So I will then go to build my letter. So you can see here we've got some merge fields we can use. So I'm going to first start with my greeting, contact first name. So this is going to be the recipient of the letter. And then I will start the body of my message down here. We're going to keep it simple today with a Happy Holidays message. So we have a simple greeting in here. It can be a little bit longer. I can add in more information. However, for this letter, it's just a Happy Holidays card. You'll see down here, I can add my name on the bottom. And in this case, I'm also going to add my company just to remind them where I work and keep that at the top of their mind. So once you're satisfied with this message, you can move down. One thing to note is we do have two versions here. So we have a short text and a long text. The short text only contains text on the bottom half of a card. If you think about a folded card, it would only be on that bottom half. The long text starts the message about halfway up the top half of the card. So if you have a little bit more information to send in your letter and you want a longer message, you can click that long text option and it will start the body of the message on the top half of the card to give you a little bit more room. With both of these, if you go over the limit, our campaign builder will let you know so that you can either switch from short text to long text, or you can trim some of the content out of your message to make sure it all fits. Then I'm going to scroll down where I can add my return address. That's where I would put this in here. I'm going to skip this for now, but you add in your name, street address, and that shows up on the envelope that is sent to the recipient. Next, I'm going to select my card design. So I can either choose here from our library, maybe pick a hello or something like that. There's a couple templates in here, or I can click here to create my own design. If I want to maybe add my company's logo, or if it's a holiday card, maybe I want to add our team photo or my family photo, something like that to make it more personal. This takes you to our Canva letter template editor. So you can see here we have two sheets. This is the outside of the card. This will be the inside of the card. So I'm going to start with the outside, and note here we have a note for you to help make sure it's clear, but this is the back half of the card. This will be the top half of the card, the front. So we have a note here that says to make sure everything is backwards or upside down if you use the back half of the card. Some people leave this blank, but if you do want to put something on the back of your envelope, make sure that it is upside down, the back of your card. This will be the front. So this is a great place for a photo, a logo, a message, whatever it is. You can see there's some pre-filled designs here to kind of show you where the usable area is. But this is where you would add to the front of your card. You can see then as we go down to the bottom of the card, you could add a logo or a message, something like that up here. You want to delete this reminder before you save your template, but we have some more designs in here. You could delete those if you'd like as well. And just note that the design can only be in this top quarter of the card because long text messages will start right up here. So you want to make sure that there are no design elements in this purple area. You want to keep it to the top if you want to put anything in the card. All right, so I have already created one that I'm going to go and pull, and we can use that for our card design. So I'm going to click this upload button and search for my design and upload it here. You can see we have the outer design with the logo on the front half of the card. And then on the inside of the card, we also included a small logo at the top, making sure that we don't have anything below that top 25%. Now I'm going to proceed to the next step where I add my contacts. I will select a CSV file that is already ready that just has some basic information. So you need to have a name. It can be either a first name and a last name, or you can have a combined name. Either will work. Then we want to have either a phone or an email or both. And then you put your address in. So this will automatically map. So typically you won't have to edit these as long as the headers in your CSV file are pretty clear. But if you do need to edit it, you can go in and change any of these that you need to make sure things are lined up appropriately. This checkbox here just says that the mailing and property address are the same. So sometimes we have examples where the property address is different than the mailing address. Maybe a buyer lives at one home but is looking at a different home. That home they're interested in would be the property address. The home they live at would be the mailing address. So we want to make sure our mailing address is where we are contacting all of our folks for the letters. So we want to make sure that we're setting the mailing address as the letter that the recipient will receive the letter. In this case, property and mailing are the same. If you don't have a property in question, I would just leave this checked. It'll keep it easier. So now that I've validated the address data, I'll click Next Steps, where I can proof my card. So I can click up here. This shows me the inside of the card. I did a pretty short message, so it doesn't take up too much room. I could add some returns in here if I wanted to space things out a little bit, given the space is available. But you can see here the merge fields are still showing first name, my name, and company. And that is intended. So if you see that, don't worry. The names will come over once the letter goes to production based on the data you have in your file. So this is how it's supposed to look. And when you hit that submit button, we'll automatically map all those merge fields in on the back end. I can also take a look at the envelope, the front view, and the back view of my card. I didn't have anything on the back. The front was just the logo. So now that I've checked everything and it all looks good, I'm ready to hit submit. You can see my follow-up has been updated, send letters immediately, and I am good to go.